Lily sat at the edge of her bed, lacing up her running shoes. She felt the cool breeze coming through the window and couldn't wait to step outside. Lily had always loved running. Ever since she was a little girl, she would run across fields and mountains. She never gave up, practicing every day. Over the years, Lily ran so fast that she won races all around the world. Running was more than just a hobby for Lily, it was her passion. She felt free when she ran, as if nothing could stop her. From the moment she stepped out of her front door, the world was her playground. She would run through the city streets, dodging pedestrians and cars with ease. She would sprint across parks, feeling the wind in her hair. And sometimes, she would run along the beach, listening to the sound of the waves crashing against the shore. Lily was a natural athlete, but it was her love and determination that made her stand out from the rest. She didn't just run for the sake of running, she ran to be the best. She knew that success came from hard work and dedication, and so she trained every day. Sometimes, she would run up hills until her legs burned with pain. Other times, she would sprint on tracks, pushing herself to run faster and faster. Thanks to her hard work, Lily won races all around the world. Her name was known in the running community, and people would come from far and wide to watch her compete. Lily proved to the world that with love and hard work, dreams can come true. As Lily stepped out of her front door, taking her first stride, she felt a rush of excitement. She had signed up for a new race, and she was determined to prove herself once again. The track was long and filled with obstacles, but Lily was ready. With a deep breath, she lined up at the starting line. The crowd cheered as she sprinted off, ready for her next amazing adventure. Lily was never one to shy away from hard work. She knew that success would not come easy, and that it would take incredible effort to achieve her dreams. But that didn't deter her. Every day, Lily woke up before dawn and put on her running shoes. She would run for miles, sometimes until the sun came up. She pushed herself to the limit, sprinting up hills and around tracks until her legs ached. But she refused to give up. Lily knew that the only way to achieve her goals was through hard work and determination. It wasn't just that Lily loved running. She loved the feeling of pushing herself to the very brink. She loved the way her heart would pound in her chest and the way her breath would come in huffs. She loved the feeling of accomplishment when she crossed the finish line, knowing that she had given it her all. Lily's hard work paid off. She started winning races, first at the local level and then at the national and international level. She became known as one of the best runners in the world, and people would come from far and wide to watch her compete. But Lily never rested on her laurels. She knew that if she wanted to stay on top, she would have to keep working hard. And so, every day, she would wake up and put on her running shoes. She would run through rain and snow, through heat and cold. She refused to let anything stand in her way. And through it all, Lily never forgot the importance of never giving up on one's dreams. She knew that there would be days when it would be difficult, when it would seem like she was never going to achieve what she wanted. But she always kept pushing, always kept moving forward. She believed that if she worked hard enough, anything was possible. Lily's story is a testament to the power of hard work and determination. She showed us that if we love something enough, and we work hard enough, our dreams can come true. Lily sat at her computer, staring at the screen. The race registration page was open in front of her, waiting for her to fill in her details. This was it. This was the race that would prove to the world, once again, that she was the best. Lily had won numerous races over the years, but she had never rested on her laurels. She was always looking for a new challenge. And now, this race had come along, and she knew she had to be a part of it. With shaking hands, Lily entered her details into the registration form. She knew that this would not be an easy race. It was a long and grueling course, with obstacles and challenges along the way. But Lily was determined. She knew that, with her love for running and her unbreakable determination, she could conquer anything. As soon as she hit the submit button, a sense of excitement and anticipation washed over her. She could hardly wait for race day to arrive. She knew that there was still a lot of hard work to do, but she was ready for it. She would prepare herself for the race in the same way she always did. She would run early in the morning, push herself harder and further than ever before, and then practice sprinting along the race course. With every day that passed, the race drew nearer, and Lily felt her excitement mounting. She could hardly contain herself. The day before the race, she packed her bag and made sure she had everything she needed. She went to bed early, knowing that she needed to be well rested for the big day. She dreamed about running, about crossing the finish line first, with the crowd cheering her on. Finally, the day of the race arrived. Lily woke up early, feeling a little nervous but mostly excited. She dressed quickly and grabbed her bag, heading down to the race course. There were already plenty of people there, all waiting for the race to begin. The atmosphere was electric, and Lily felt the excitement building inside her. As she lined up at the starting line, Lily felt her heart pounding in her chest. This was it. This was the moment she had been training for, the moment she had been working towards. With a deep breath, she took off, sprinting towards the first obstacle. Lily pushed herself harder than ever before, her love for running and her unbreakable determination carrying her through the obstacles. As she crossed the finish line, she felt an incredible sense of accomplishment. She had done it. She had proven herself once again. And as she looked out at the cheering crowd, Lily knew that she would never give up on her dreams. She was a runner, and nothing could ever stand in her way. Lily stood at the starting line of the race, her heart pounding with anticipation. She looked around at the other runners, all of them nervous and excited at the same time. This was a long and challenging race, with obstacles and hurdles that would test even the strongest of runners. But Lily was not afraid. She had been training for this moment for months, and she was ready. The gun went off, and Lily took off at a sprint. She dodged and weaved her way past the other runners, pushing herself harder and harder with every passing moment. The track was long and winding, and it was filled with obstacles that would challenge her every step of the way. As she approached the first obstacle, Lily took a deep breath and leaped over it with ease. She kept running, sprinting through the twists and turns of the track. With every passing moment, she could feel her muscles burning, but she refused to give up. The race continued like this for what felt like hours. Lily vaulted over high bars, climbed up steep walls, and dashed through narrow tunnels. Each obstacle required her to be quick and nimble, and she was never caught off guard. Finally, she was nearing the home stretch of the race. Her muscles were screaming with exhaustion, but she didn't let that stop her. She could see the finish line up ahead, and she sprinted towards it with determination. As she crossed the finish line, the crowd erupted in cheers. Lily had done it. She had completed the race, and she had done it with style and determination. She felt a sense of relief and accomplishment flow through her as she caught her breath, basking in the post-race glory. For Lily, this race was just another stepping stone in her journey as a runner. She knew that there would be other challenges and obstacles to overcome, but she was never afraid of hard work. With her heart and mind set on victory, she knew that there was nothing she could not do. She would always be ready to race, no matter how challenging the track may be. Every morning, Lily wakes up before the sun rises, laces up her running shoes and heads out to train. She doesn't stop when her legs are burning, and she never gives in to the pain. She knows that becoming a great runner requires dedication and hard work, and she is willing to push herself to new limits to achieve her goal. It's not easy, of course. Running up hills, pushing yourself to finish a long training session, it all takes a lot of effort and commitment. But Lily knows that if she wants to be the best, she cannot afford to let herself slack off. During her training, Lily runs through the countryside, breathing in the crisp morning air. She takes the time to appreciate her surroundings, the chirping of the birds, and the rustling of the trees. She lets her mind wander, thinking of nothing but the next step, the next mile ahead. She also takes on new challenges, running longer distances than ever before. She sets herself challenging targets and keeps pushing herself until she achieves them. There are days when she is exhausted, her muscles aching, but still, she keeps going. After every successful workout, she feels a sense of accomplishment that spurs her on to work even harder and push herself even further. It's this never-give-up attitude that makes Lily one of the best runners around. She knows that hard work and perseverance are the keys to success, and she is committed to staying the course, no matter what obstacles arise. As the weeks go by, Lily becomes stronger and faster. Her legs are more toned, her stamina increased, and her determination stronger than ever. She knows that the road ahead will be long and challenging, but she is ready for it. Every day, she pushes through the pain and trains even harder. With every mile under her feet, she grows more determined and confident. In the end, her hard work and persistence pay off. She's able to compete in more races, beating her personal records and proving to herself that nothing can stop her from reaching her goals. She knows that she still has a long way to go, but with every training session, she gets stronger, more focused, and more determined. And with every victory, she reaffirms her commitment to becoming the best. Lily had always dreamed of competing against the best runners in the world. She had trained hard every day, pushing herself to her limits and beyond. And now, her dream was about to become a reality. She was set to run against some of the fastest and most skilled runners in the world. As she arrived at the race, Lily could feel her heart pounding in her chest. She knew that this was going to be tough. These were the best runners in the world, and she was just starting out. But as she looked around at the other competitors, she felt a sense of determination flooding through her. She wasn't going to let anyone get in her way, and she was going to give this race everything she had. The gun fired, and Lily took off at a sprint. She was determined to keep up with the other runners, to show them that she was just as strong and fast as they were. But as the race progressed, she began to feel the pain. Her legs were burning, her chest was heaving, and her heart was pounding. But Lily refused to give up. She pushed herself harder and harder, forcing her aching muscles to keep moving. The other runners surged ahead, but she kept on running, gritting her teeth as she fought through the pain. As the finish line approached, Lily could feel the tears starting to well up in her eyes. She had pushed herself to her limits and beyond, and she was determined to cross that finish line victorious. With one final push, she lunged forward, crossing the finish line just ahead of the other runners. The crowd erupted into cheers as Lily stood panting, a huge smile on her face. She had done it. She had competed against the best in the world, and she had come out on top. It was a moment that she would never forget, a moment that she had been working towards for years. Lily knew that there would be other races, other competitors, and more pain to come. But she was ready for it. She had shown herself and the world that she was a force to be reckoned with, that she was not just a regular runner but a true champion. And with that knowledge, she would continue to push herself further and further, each race bringing her one step closer to her ultimate dream. After achieving her own personal goals and becoming a champion runner, Lily felt the desire to inspire others to do the same. She realized that her dedication and hard work could be a source of motivation for youngsters who dreamt of becoming great runners themselves. That's why she became a coach, using her knowledge and experience to inspire young runners to reach their goals. She started with a small team of kids, who were excited to work with a champion runner like Lily. She pushed them hard, just as she had pushed herself, while also encouraging them to maintain a positive outlook and never give up. Lily was an excellent coach. She provided guidance, support, and encouragement to her young runners, helping them to focus on their goals and strive for excellence. She taught them the importance of discipline, hard work, and commitment, and how these attributes could help them achieve success beyond running. The kids looked up to Lily and respected her deeply. As they trained harder and improved their skills, they saw a transformation in themselves. They grew more confident, more determined, and more passionate about running. They began to win races and became known as a strong team of runners. Their success was a testament to Lily's coaching skills and dedication. But Lily didn't just inspire kids to become great runners. She was also passionate about inspiring them to be champions in their personal lives. She spoke to them about the importance of education, good morals, and life values. Lily wanted to help them grow into well-rounded individuals who would excel in all aspects of life, not just athletics. Lily brought enthusiasm, intensity, and purpose to everything she did. She displayed the same dedication and hard work that had made her a great runner. But this time, it was not just about herself, it was about inspiring young runners to achieve their own dreams. And in doing so, she found that she had a purpose beyond what she had ever imagined. Her passion for coaching and the impact she had on her team was far more significant than any individual achievement. Lily had discovered the joy of giving back, and it was a feeling like no other. It was a feeling of accomplishment, of achievement, and most importantly, of making a positive impact. Coaching was not just a job for Lily, it was her calling, and she knew she would continue to inspire and impact the lives of young runners for years to come. Lily had always been passionate about running and inspiring others to achieve their dreams. That's why she became a coach, using her own experiences and skills to inspire the young talent on her team. She quickly learned that her influence could go beyond just coaching, and her impact on the young athletes' lives reached far outside of the running track. Her team consisted of a group of talented young athletes who shared her passion and dedication. They were motivated by her positive energy, her competitive spirit, and her unwavering commitment to helping them achieve their goals. As they trained together, they pushed each other to their limits, working as a team to overcome obstacles and meet challenges head-on. Lily found that her own journey had prepared her for this role. As a runner, she had learned the value of hard work, dedication, and discipline. As a coach, she now imparted these values onto her young athletes, helping them to build the mental and physical strength required to perform at their best. Together, they formed an unstoppable team, fueled by passion and dedication. They were committed to excellence in every aspect of their lives, not just in running, but in academics, community service, and personal relationships. The team supported one another, picking each other up when they stumbled, and cheering each other on when they succeeded. As they competed in tournaments and races, Lily's team rapidly gained a reputation for being a group of young athletes to be reckoned with. They were fierce competitors, showing up prepared and confident, and leaving it all on the track. But most importantly, they represented sportsmanship, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to their goals. As a coach, Lily took immense pride in her team's success, but her greatest sense of accomplishment came from watching their growth and development as human beings. The skills they learned on the track, resilience, teamwork, perseverance, would go with them far beyond just athletics. Lily felt honored to play a part in their journey toward success, and to have the opportunity to inspire a new generation of passionate young athletes. In essence, the journey began with Lily's passion for running, but it evolved into something far more significant, teaching and empowering a new generation to achieve greatness. With a shared passion and dedication, Lily and her team were unstoppable, and they went on to achieve remarkable success, both on and off the running track. After years of non-stop training and racing, Lily decided to take a break and spend some quality time with her family and friends. She realized that life was not just about winning races but also about cherishing the moments spent with the ones she loved. Lily traveled to her hometown and spent a few days with her parents and siblings. They went on hikes, shared meals together, and reminisced about old memories. Lily realized how much she had missed her family, and the time with them was priceless. She felt grateful for the opportunity to reconnect with her loved ones and to remind herself of her roots. Next, Lily met up with her closest friends. They had been her support system all these years, cheering her on as she pursued her passion for running, and Lily knew that their friendship was more precious than any medal or trophy. Together they went on a road trip, visited new places and enjoyed the beauty of the world around them. They talked, laughed, and shared stories, creating memories that they would cherish for a lifetime. Lily also took the time to focus on her passions outside of running. She spent time reading books, practicing yoga, and exploring new hobbies. It felt good to have a break from the intense training and pressure of racing, and she felt reinvigorated by the creative projects she was working on. As the days went by, Lily felt a renewed sense of gratitude for the people and experiences in her life. She realized how lucky she was to have a supportive family, close friends, and the opportunity to pursue her passion. She felt grounded, happy, and at peace with herself. The break also gave Lily time to reflect on her future goals. She knew that she wanted to return to running, but with a new perspective. Winning races was still important to her, but so was enjoying life, building relationships, and pursuing new passions. She knew that balance was key, and that her time with her family and friends had given her a fresh perspective on what really mattered. After a short break, Lily returned to running, feeling happier and more focused than ever before. She trained harder, but this time, with a different mindset. She no longer saw running as a solitary pursuit, but as a way to connect with people and to inspire others to pursue their passions. She was driven by a new sense of purpose, fueled not just by her love for running but also by her appreciation for life and all the people in it. Lily went on to achieve greater success than ever before, but it was the memories she made during her break that she cherished the most. She realized that life was not just about winning races but also about the moments spent with the people who mattered most. And with a renewed sense of gratitude and perspective, Lily continued to pursue her passion for running, always remembering the importance of cherishing every moment along the way. Lily had always been driven by her passion for racing. She loved the thrill of competition and the elation that came with pushing herself to be the best. But as time went on, she started to realize that the support and love she received from her family and friends were just as important as her racing achievements. It wasn't until a particularly rough race, where she placed lower than she had hoped, that Lily truly understood the value of her support system. Despite her disappointment, her family and friends were there, cheering her on and celebrating her effort regardless of the result. They reminded her that winning was not the only measure of success and that the journey was just as important as the destination. Lily felt grateful for the unwavering support and love she received from her loved ones, even when things didn't go as planned. She realized that their encouragement helped to fuel her passion and drive her towards success, both as a runner and as a person. Over time, Lily made it a priority to show her appreciation to her support system, finding ways to thank them for their encouragement and love. She made a point to spend quality time with her family and friends outside of racing events, strengthening their relationships beyond the track. As she continued to pursue her passion, Lily never forgot the importance of those who stood by her side, cheering her on every step of the way. She knew that their support was a critical element of her success, and that without it, her racing achievements would be far less fulfilling. When she finally achieved her greatest victory, standing on the podium with a gold medal around her neck, Lily was proud not just because of her own accomplishments but because of the people who had helped her get there. She knew that the love and support of her family and friends had been with her every step of the way, and that those cherished moments of connection were just as valuable as any medal or trophy. Lily learned that true success was not just about achieving individual goals but also about the love and connection she shared with those around her. It was the moments spent with them, supporting and being supported, that made every challenge and triumph worth it. Lily had always been a driven and determined person, constantly striving to be the best she could be. But at times, doubts and insecurities crept in, causing her to wonder if she was truly capable of achieving her dreams. One day, as Lily stood in front of the mirror, feeling discouraged and unsure of herself, she decided to remind herself of everything she had accomplished so far. She took a deep breath and began reflecting on all the miles she had run and the mountains she had climbed. She remembered the first time she signed up for a race, feeling nervous and unsure of herself. But she pushed through, completing the race and realizing that she was capable of more than she had ever imagined. She thought about all the long hours of training and the numerous obstacles she had overcome, from illness and injury to the physical and mental challenges of the sport. As she looked at herself in the mirror, Lily began to feel a renewed sense of confidence and determination. She knew that she had what it took to achieve her goals, and that the only thing holding her back was her own self-doubt. Lily decided to focus on building her self-belief. She made a list of all her accomplishments, both in running and in life, and reminded herself of them whenever she felt unsure of herself. She also sought out positive affirmations and surrounded herself with people who believed in her and supported her goals, knowing that their encouragement would help to build her confidence. Slowly but surely, Lily's self-belief grew. She found herself pushing harder during training sessions and taking on new challenges with greater confidence. She also noticed a positive shift in her overall attitude and outlook on life. With renewed self-belief, Lily went on to achieve greater success than ever before. She reached new heights in her athletic pursuits, breaking personal records and winning races she never thought possible. But more importantly, she felt a greater sense of fulfillment and joy in her pursuit of her passion. Standing in front of the mirror again, Lily smiled as she reflected on her journey. She knew that self-belief was a key ingredient for success, and that reminding herself of her own strength and ability was essential to achieving her goals. As she looked at herself in the mirror, Lily felt proud of all she had accomplished, and excited for all that was still to come. Lily had always been a determined and competitive person, but after struggling with self-doubt, she realized just how important believing in oneself truly is. With her renewed self-belief, she set her sights on a new race, determined to push herself harder than ever before and come out on top. Lily trained vigorously, with a renewed sense of focus and commitment. She tackled the toughest workouts, pushing herself to new limits both physically and mentally. She visualized herself crossing the finish line in first place, imagining the feeling of pride and accomplishment that would come with it. She surrounded herself with positivity, filling her mind with affirmations and the belief that she was capable of achieving her goal. As the race approached, Lily felt more confident than ever before. She knew that she had put in the work, that she was stronger and more prepared than she had ever been. But she also knew that anything could happen on race day, and that believing in herself would be the key to overcoming any challenges that might arise. Lily stood at the starting line, feeling a mix of nerves and excitement. As the race began, she settled into a steady pace, focusing on her form and her breath. She pushed herself through the toughest parts of the course, drawing strength from within and reminding herself of all the hard work she had put in. And when the finish line was in sight, she gave it her all, sprinting to the finish with all the determination she could muster. As she crossed the finish line, Lily felt a surge of pride and emotion. She had done it, she had won the race, and she knew that it was all thanks to her unwavering belief in herself and her abilities. She thought back to the times when she had doubted herself, and felt grateful for the journey that had brought her to this moment of triumph. With a newfound sense of self-belief, Lily went on to achieve even greater things in her athletic pursuits. She continued to push herself harder than ever before, always reminding herself of the strength and potential that lay within her. And she knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, believing in herself would be the key to achieving her goals and living her best life.